Hey everyone, Lauren here. Stepping away from the researcher role in this debate, I wanted to share a little personal experience with telehealth and share a bit of what I've learned from some of the parents I've worked and talked with in my career. I have only been at my job for a year and a half now, working as a paraprofessional for St. Angela ISD's program Inspire. We work with all the district learning disabled students and work under the district's BCBA in working to implement treatment plans with schools and teachers and just helping these students get the best out of their journey through elementary school. From a medical perspective, I can see the benefit of telehealth services. I'm a military spouse, and many of my doctor visits are distantly or on a computer. For me, I rather enjoy the fact that I can go to a regular checkup appointment without having to leave the house and make sure I'm carrying around enough stuff for my kids to do while I'm at the doctor's office. Because let's be honest here, with military hospitals and doctors, military does take priority. So if someone walks in uniform needing to be seen for some reason, it's usually me, the civilian, that gets their appointment pushed back. So in this aspect, I can understand the necessity and the ease that telehealth services provide for these kind of appointments. In behavioral sciences, I feel there's still a lot of research that needs to be done, not just to determine if this is a viable mode in delivering services, but also to have the validation the validated research to back up and show insurance companies, stakeholders, and parents that it can be done safely and still fall in the ethic codes that BCBAs adhere to. In my workplace, there are two students that I know of that get that receive their services via telehealth. They do occupational and speech therapies distantly. Talking with these caregivers about their experiences with the service, they agree that the service works for them, but may not work for all, which is true for any kind of service that's provided. There will never be a one size fits all therapy service. One of the parents have mentioned the reason they think receiving services via telehealth works for them is because they, as parents, are active participants and willing to do whatever their therapist tells them to do if it falls within the services they consented to. And if they have questions about why they're doing something, they don't question right away. They do what the therapist says and then question afterwards just to kind of understand why something was done a certain way. I think another aspect that works for these two students receiving services this way is that their problem behaviors are mild to moderate problem behaviors, like tantrums and self injurious behaviors like scratching and biting themselves. The mom who shared more of her experiences with me has stated if the behaviors were more extreme, she would not consider telehealth services right away. So I think for some clients, telehealth services could be beneficial services to provide. But I think there still needs to be more research, experiments, and training done before trying to implement these kind of services.